Hi everybody, I am Cookie Dough and welcome back to Victoria 3 for an all new Let's Play as Spain in the Iberian Twilight, is it called? I think it is called Iberian Twilight expansion DLC. Sorry, I should have been prepared for that. But yeah, we will be playing. I will still continue doing EU5 videos for Castile. But since this came out, I will also kind of have, I guess, a double feature, we can say. So we'll just kind of get going in here. There's quite a lot of new flavor, specifically for Spain, Portugal. Their colonies, mainly Spanish colonies like Cuba and the Philippines. I was actually thinking maybe playing as the Philippines. Maybe we'll try that out later on as well. But for now, let's just go ahead and do Spain, because I think that's the most flavor that has been added in this DLC, including one which has the Carlist Revolt going on right now. Which is a bit of an issue. I did run a couple of kind of just to see how it unfolds at the beginning of the game, and it is quite hard. The Carlists hit hard. So one thing I do want to do first and foremost is actually take all of these different formations we have and get them all into one. Including everyone else, so we'll just move everyone selected there and do the same thing with these guys here. We'll just have one big giant army going. There we go. I forgot you can do this with the scroller, so we'll just do all of them, move them all over, get rid of all of that. Another thing that I want to do is click on all of these mobilization things to hopefully give us more of things that we can do. Actually, this may not be that prevalent. No, I'll just leave it in for now. That's fine, even the opium. And that's right, I did want to also switch all of these guys to defend, because I don't think we will be able to move forward, at least at the moment. Another thing is, as you can see, we are missing a whole lot of things. The main thing we are missing is small arms. We are already kind of trying to get in as much as possible. So this is for imports, right? Yes, no, this is, yeah, not tariffs. We will even increase this even more. It's not letting me change it right now. That is a little odd. I don't know why it's not letting me change. Maybe once we unpause. We do have other things as well. Let's try to get some more. Yeah, I don't think I can do max. Maybe because you're not on protective for the laws. So I will do the same thing with the opium, just so we can get more opium in. That would be great. We will go ahead and do some research. I think I want to start with banking because we are kind of in a hole here. So let's go ahead and start with banking first and foremost. Then we will switch to lathes after that. Intensive agriculture, maybe. Sure, we'll go intensive agriculture and then mechanical tools, because I do want to get to railways kind of quickly to be able to do to move things around in our country. We will, there is this journal entry here for Carlist Spain, so we will be able, there will be skirmishes going on that we will have to hopefully get a higher score than the Carlists do for us to have a better chance later on once they do decide to do their final push. So during the guerrilla war, victories will not grant occupation score, and instead both sides will accrue a score for each victorious battle, receiving a positive modifier upon the start of the royal expedition, which again, the royal expedition starts when either of us has at least a score of 10 or once it hits 1839. The strength of which depends on the score achieved during the guerrilla war respectively, after which the guerrilla war will transform into a regular war. And the flavor text here: the death of King Ferdinand VII in 1833 has left Spain embroiled in a succession crisis. The pragmatic sanction of 1830 paved the way to the throne of his daughter Isabella in the Spanish kingdom, in which succession had traditionally been handled through Salic law. This act angered conservative elements of the aristocracy who held up the king's brother Carlos as the rightful heir instead. Quickly, this materialized into several desperate rebellions under the label of Carlismo that founded this predominant power base in the north of the country, particularly among the Basque estate of the Kingdom of Navarra that had been fighting against further centralization of the state and the subsumption of their customs for decades. Under the leadership of Thomas de Zumalcaraguy, sorry for the butchering of this man's name, these rebels were shaped into a formidable fighting force and could threaten the capital if allowed to unify with their allies in the Maestrazgo and Catalonia. So there we go. This is this will give, once it is completed, it'll get some political strength if we win the war. If you don't win, it is game over. Just so you guys know, you don't just get to play as the Carlists. You would have to select them specifically for that. I was thinking, do I play as the Carlists or do I go as Spain? But I think just going as Spain might be a little bit easier. Maybe I should have done the Carlists, but hey, let's go ahead and do that. Also, what I want to do is get services on in here to be consumption taxed. I don't think we want to consumption tax anything. Actually, maybe the luxury furniture might be okay as well. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Do want to get some road maintenance going on, but let's see which states we will build in. What I do want to start building right away is, we don't have anything, is iron mines. So let's go domestic peasants here. So Baja Andalusia, which is down in the south where Sevilla is. So we will build one in there and one in Galicia right away. Okay, yeah, we are losing that. That is not very great. And we will also go ahead and do some tooling. We will just put them both in the same provinces yet again, or in this game it is states. So we will do that. That is definitely something to start on, and we will also increase our yeah, let's increase also our coal production as well, because we will need it. We will have to switch this over to atmospheric engines at some point. We'll just switch it over right away. Yeah, we will see. Hopefully we will be able to get stuff going. We do have everything done in here. We could go canning, but again, we don't I don't think we have canneries unlocked, plus we don't have the iron anyways for that, so it is mute to do that at all. What I do want to do is click these two for here and promote social mobility. I will go ahead and put them down here as well. When it comes to our government, we do have a... Is it... Okay, I guess it's a regency until... Okay, no, it's still her... Okay, why is it a regency? Well, I guess because it's not... she's not technically considered rightful for that. We are a monarchy and oligarchy. There has been a bunch of changes going on with these laws here, which is actually pretty good. I know, sorry, it's been 10 minutes. I still haven't unpaused, but there's some really cool changes here. I like that they introduced amendments to these to the laws, which will make it easier to pass some laws. Maybe some of these amendments are not the greatest really for you know, getting going, but I mean, they're pretty good. So right now we have an amendment for Chamber of Procurators, which gives legitimacy based on votes. So we will still have voting here. Even though we're an oligarchy, we still will have voting happening. So it will give plus 40 legitimacy based on votes, minus 40 electoral confidence impact. That's another new mechanic that came in. And then political strength for aristocracy, clergymen, officers, bureaucrats, shopkeepers, and all of that. And electoral clientelism, which gives plus 10% authority and electoral confidence impact minus 25%. So the electoral confidence is this number here. So the more you interfere in election results, this number will go down. And obviously this will be reflected on your legitimacy once the vote is done, and also political strength per vote. Plus it increases political strength from wealth, of course. Other than that, there's most of these would be able to get some sort of amendment going, which we will go ahead and do right away because I do want to switch to per capita taxation. So if we go ahead and try to enact per capita taxation, we can go ahead and negotiate with somebody here. So if we click on the negotiate button, we can negotiate with the landowners right away. They're the biggest proponents to not have per capita taxation, but we want it because it will give us extra money. So we will definitely need this to pass. So we will click on the landowners and we have a few options. So we must invest in staple crops. So if we do this, we must increase the staple crops in our state from 26 to 53 within 10 years. Failure will completely radicalize the landowners. So that is not too bad. It does give us some other things like Spain's existing promises indefinitely. This means, I believe, until this amendment lasts, because you could remove this amendment later on. And also Spain gets private construction contracts for 10 years, which is minus 10% private construction allocation and minus 15% construction sector building throughput, which is a little crappy, but I think it may be okay. Plus it will give them to go ahead and decrease the stall chance by minus 17%, which is pretty good. Then there's lowering taxes could help the economy, which means lowering the taxes to very low. I don't think I will do this because I do need the money. Vow to improve the lives of the common people. So this here, we pledge that we will raise our standard of living to 12.1 within 10 years. Right now we're only at 8.5. This seems like a pretty tall order here. So this thing here will obviously give still the same thing, adds commitment to this, gets Heroes of the Common Man for 10 years, interest group pop attraction, which is to the landowners and I kind of don't want to do this. If we can do this, but they will lose my minus 10% amenability, which is the kind of the factor of how easily they are influenced in this, and plus they lose one group interest group approval. I think we will go ahead with do the I think the staple crops are the best thing. Unfortunately, we will lose 15% construction sector building throughput. It sucks. It will get somewhat relieved by the decree we have put on the states we will do construction on, but let's do this. We will just have to increase this to 53 within the next 10 years. So hopefully we will be able to do that. So now we don't really have any stall chance. We just have a success chance of 5%. It may take a while to pass this, but I think it should be fine enough. I think for now we are pretty good for now. The only thing is I can think of, maybe we'll be able to get some treaties going with some of these countries to possibly get us some there we go. Portugal, we might be able to get like a goods transfer. I don't think they have, nope, they don't have any guns, nor do they have any opium at the moment. No, they wouldn't be, like, opium and guns would mostly be either France or Britain. See, they need the guns as well. Yeah, Britain, I don't think we'll be able to get any goods transfers going on from Britain here whatsoever. Okay, we might be able to get some liquor going. We may be able to get some opium happening as well. They wouldn't want to give us any guns, would they? No. Cloth would be nice. Unfortunately, it's only 3, but let's see what we can do here. Would you guys... there we go. We'll get like the minimum that they are willing to send me. There we go. We'll give a military access. I don't really want to give them... There we go. We'll get military access from them. There's no goods transfers really. Actually, hold on. We may be able to give them some goods here. Like, for example, coffee. Let's try to get you to 5 as close as possible here. Oh, there we go. Look at that. We might be able to even get you to 48 because that's how much we have. Boom. And you wouldn't want to give me any money, would you? Maybe we might be able to get like 200. No. Okay, so we will not ask for money transfer. We will get some clothing, some alcohol, some very needed what's it called, opium, military access, and we'll give him some coffee. I think this is going to be pretty good. Let's do this for, you know what, let's do it for the max we can do it. 50 years, they obviously wouldn't do it. No, you know what? 10 years should be fine. We should be done with our war for now. Okay, let's finally unpause 20 minutes into this video. And I'll just do a full thing here. And we already have a thing. So the Carlist War, sidelined by the court in favor of Queen Isabella and ordered into exile by his late brother King Ferdinand Don Carlos, has defiled the brother's testament and set out to claim the throne. The Carlist cause is just by traditionalists and those resentful of the government's centralizing tendencies. So Spain's future will decide on these hills, will be decided on these hills. So we'll go ahead and that, and there goes this. So we can do this. We can announce delay, abandon combination. We'll not do any of this for right now. We have still 10 years to do that. So let's go ahead and see what we can do here. Now, we are getting a lot of things here that is needed. No, not the tools. We need the guns. Yeah, we can't do anything in here till April. So let's see if we can get anything going in here by the time April hits. And Cuba. Cuba requests that we grant them foreign investment rights. We'll grant mutual investment. No, you know what, Cuba? Do we want to do this actually now? Maybe it may be worth it, but no, let's decline Cuba for right now. Another thing we could possibly do is also increase our taxation here, but let's wait on that for right now. We might be able to kind of get it all done in here. And here we go. We already have an election going, so there's something. So if we go here, so for example, if we go ahead and try to have either of these sides gain some momentum, we will, as you can see, the electoral confidence is decreased by 15%. I will just go let the chips fall as they may because I want to increase some of this. So let's go ahead and do that. In here, I can gain some political strength for you. Sure, I'll give them some momentum. And we have here the Bride of Christ. This is another thing that kind of pops up right at the beginning. The staunchly conservative Archbishop of Toledo, Pedro Inguenzo Rivero, has passed away. The regent now has the opportunity to appoint a successor more amenable to the Isabella cause. So we can either do a reformer, which will give us some other things, or we can do a moderate. I think just maybe the moderate might be okay. The reformer, like, I don't like him with these things, the labor associations, rights to associate, anti-strike law incorporate. I don't really like that. Compulsory primary schooling, I do like. Property to women, I don't mind. And cultural exclusion is pretty good, even though he does oppose multiculturalism. But I think I will just go with the moderate for now. So let's go ahead and do that. We will start doing our first battle here with the Carlists, and you guys will see how bad they really are, or how strong they really are. So we have finished our first election. I think just getting everyone in government should be good. We will not lose a tier of any of this. We could go ahead up to 82 to get some more loyalists, but as long as everyone is in government, this shouldn't matter. So we'll just get everyone in government. We will confirm here, and then we will keep going. Yeah, we will see what we can do once April comes. Okay, there we go. April is here. Are we able to increase this even further? Yeah, let's increase this even further so that we can get even more guns going, hopefully. Now, this thing is telling us that we do have an advantage, because I think it's mostly we have the or not even numerical advantage, but here it goes. We have a higher defense than they do, but they are winning. Look at them. They are absolutely winning. It kind of goes back and forth, but since has been 2 battles fought, we will win one, we will lose one. So once this is all done, when we go in here, we see we both have a score towards this journal entry here. So I will have to pay attention if we get to 10 or if it gets to 39. This will obviously trigger the flush them out, or the royal expedition will trigger on that event. So for the law, I will just go ahead. I do like this, the enactment success chance, but the standard of living for the lower strata for 2 years is pretty good. But I rather just get this quicker done than not. So we will have to kind of go back and forth with these battles here. Unfortunately, again, I'm hoping we can get the higher number, because that will give us more things to consider on that. Victor size, lose some popularity. He's actually liked, but he's a Carlist, so let's not do this. So enactment success chance, let's keep it with this. Yeah, this is fine, because I kind of don't want to give them, or the Catholic Church, the pop attraction. So let's keep it on that for now, and we will just have to wait. Yeah, let's finish the other iron mine before we go ahead and do, and there we go. We will lose one and we will win one. Unfortunately, that is going to be the way we are gonna have to do it. If it finishes 50-50, it is going to be pretty harsh. If you want peace, the armed forces suggest a more hardline foreign policy towards Carlist Spain. That is fine with me. Yes, increasing these guys is... Yes, let's do this, because this will give us plus 10% offense and defense. Indeed, we will do that. Thank you very much. Let's do this. We don't want any radicals in here. These guys will get lose some strength. Spanish, French. You already have some pretty good thing. Yeah, let's go ahead and just give you a little less political strength. I don't know. Doesn't matter. The legitimacy doesn't matter to me. Let's go ahead and do that, because I wouldn't mind doing this. There we go. So now we have plus 10% offense and defense. This will be quite good here for me now. I think we should be able to win now majority of the battles. Okay, law enactment, good. Okay, they have started embargoing me. There we go. Good job. The extra defense. Oh, but we still gonna lose this battle. Okay, maybe not. No, we lost one though. Yeah, we're still tied. Yeah, let's just get the enactment success chance. That is fine with me. We will keep defending here. Okay, they're not really doing this. We have one guy, experienced defensive planner. Let's see if he does a push. Let's see if that will help us out at all in this instance here. Okay, banking is done. Beautiful. So let's see if we will be able to win a push. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There is something happening here. Okay, so what is this for? Transfer Tahiti and enforce investment rights, while these guys want a whole bunch of stuff. I don't think you guys will fare well against the British here, but let's see how our first battle here goes against these Carlists. Okay, we are actually winning. That is great. There we go. So now we have one leg up here. So we will keep attacking. Hopefully we can keep winning. Again, it all matters. We have one more year. I'm hoping we can get a few more battles won, because I don't want them to have much. Right now, if we go, they would get plus 30 offense and minus plus 7 defense, and we will get plus 20 offense, plus 20 defense. So let's see what we can do on this front here. We have a decent amount of... Oh no, we have no loyalists. So for now, let's get the loyalists going on in here. I think that is going to be quite a bit better. There we go. We're going to win another battle. Fantastic. Okay, so now when we go here, our offense and defense has increased. Theirs kind of stays the same. Okay, Lathe is done. Beautiful. And are these guys... Okay, they are in a war. Let's see how that will all turn out. Oh, no. Now we're actually losing on this front here. Maybe, no, come on. Yeah. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Okay, fantastic. Yeah. So now we have a little more offense and defense. We'll have probably, and there goes per capita taxation. Fantastic. We did build our first... oops. So we have the iron mines. Fantastic. We have built our first tool manufactory. Okay, we actually have 2 of them. That's great. I do want to do wrought iron tools. Please and thank you. I don't think these guys... No, I will still do it no matter what. Yeah, I will do you here as well. The main reason why I'm going to do that is because I will switch over to iron frame buildings. So please go ahead and do that, while at the same time also increasing our... I hate when they do this. Increasing our iron production. So we'll gain 1 more in there and get you 1 more in there. Okay. We'll get that going. We'll hopefully get 1 more battle in here before 1839. Paddle steamers are a go. And there we go. Okay, beautiful. We're gonna get that happening here. And there it is. So we might as well just do this anyways. I don't think this battle will not finish. We may even, well, we have to kind of go through this anyways. So let's go ahead and do this. So now this whole thing is going to work out in our favor. So now we can actually attack them. Okay, there you go. And they defaulted, which is absolutely fantastic. So all we need to do is just have a couple of attacks here, move into their area, and we should be good to go. There we go. Fantastic. Okay, beautiful. We can probably... Yeah, there we go. And they have capitulated. So we are now fully united. We will have to go ahead and increase this, which we will do. We're actually doing quite a lot of... We have actually even 1 more construction sector, which I will move over to iron frame production. Oops. Come on. This is the button I want to press. So we will move over to this. We will increase some of our production in these things as well, because I do want to... There we go. We'll put 1 of each of these in there, which is going to be pretty good. And there it is. The Embrace of Vergara. With the royal expedition defeated and the Carlist armies scattered, General, I thought we were the expedition. That's a little weird, but anyways. And the Carlist armies scattered. General Baldomero Espartero has signed a peace with the remnants of the Carlist forces as the Basque town of Vergara. At long last, a tenuous calm has been restored to Spain. Now, this is not the end between us and the Carlists. There will be another journal entry coming up in the future, but for now, we have done this. So intelligentsia gain some political strength, petite bourgeoisie get into political strength, both gain approval, plus we gain legitimacy from including the head of state in government. So we will soon be faced with the reality of the two Spains. Some foreshadowing happening here, but for now I think we're in a good position. We finished the war quite efficiently, I think. So great time to put in the cut-in. So thanks a lot for coming and watching this first episode, and I will catch you next time. Bye bye.